Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. This is Doc Skinner, Captain Doc Skinner on board the Starship Pariah. I'm in the bedroom, so I'm kind of feeling like I'm off duty right now. So, anywho, yeah, I just now realized as I was doing the really cool intro, might have to do it again later, that Patreon isn't going to go live for another 2 minutes. But when it does, then we should have a chat room. So dope learning. Actually, I made a burrito during the break, and it took me a little longer to eat it, and I wasn't set up in time, so my bad. And it won't let you set up if it's less than 5 minutes to showtime, so I had to push it forward. So we got about another 60 seconds, and then hopefully Patreon will be live. Let me see, it's scheduled. Yeah, it's scheduled for another 30 seconds. Come on now. Where's the second clock? Oh god, we got 40 seconds. Anyway, so yeah, basically nobody's here. But anybody watching this later, you're not getting dead air. So that's good. I'm still learning this stuff. It's just so many buttons and bells and whistles and this and that and all that stuff. Come on. 20 seconds going. 20 seconds. Feel like it's New Year's countdown kind of thing going on. Baba booey. No, this is not supposed to be public. Wait, or is that what I just did? Oh, that's the other show. Yeah. No, that was my earlier. I thought, oops, I almost messed some stuff up. All right. So it says we're live. We're on YouTube. Donkey Kong. Do I just need to refresh it? I want to make sure that we don't do another show again. And there we go. Unlisted. Yes. All right. Make sure that it's playing on the tube of you. Unlisted. All right. So yeah, we're there. We're good. We're in there, and that's what's important. Now we just have to go back to the Patreon and make sure that yes. All right, cool. So how do I know? I want to see the post. Oh, view. I have to hit view. Too many buttons. All right, so this should be playing. Let's just make sure. Hit play button. There we go. All right, and it's live. All right, cool. We're all good to go. It's just there was that 5-minute delay, so I apologize. Okay, Paul's here. Hello, Paul. Paul did the really cool intro. And since we just started again, I'm going to play it one more time because we started 5 minutes early. So let me do that real quick because Paul, I don't think he saw it yet. So Paul wanted to see it. Here we go, Paul. Oh yeah, that's a sweet little intro. So anyway, anywho, so we did the last show. We're going to talk about movies, and we ended up talking about the whole slap heard around the world. We're not going to go into that now because we did that on the earlier show. We're going to talk about other movies. So I'm going to bring in my friend Rick Mackey from Get Esoteric Live.
Howdy, folks.
Howdy. So, yeah, we were going to talk about movies, for example, one in particular, and this is one of those 4-packs, but I've got Soylent Green right there. It was Charlton Heston, and I meant to watch it the other day. I've seen clips of it. I know what it's about, but I still want to watch the whole thing. and I know how the ending is. So I'm like, should we give people warning that we might tell them what Soylent Green is? So if you don't want to know, well, no, watch the show. Forget that. Just be a big boy, big girl.
Yeah, you're a big boy, big girl.
It's yeah, and we'll talk about it. And what I'll do is we'll pull up a trailer. Maybe I can do that. And we're going to talk about dystopian movies and what they're trying to tell us through entertainment. And we're going to go through a couple.
Art imitating life, right?
Exactly. Move this over there. There we go. Kind of crap spot, but let's see. There's so many, and we're not going to go through them all, but it's basically telling us there's 253 titles on IMDb for dystopian movies. That is a lot, and that says a lot about our consciousness as a species, that we all are allured. We're attracted to these concepts as if though we know it's inevitable. We just haven't gotten that far yet. There's so many. I don't even know where to start, but I guess we should start maybe with the most recent lately. I mean, we could actually, let's go back to Soylent Green. So Soylent Green is about, I was going to get a trailer. That's what I was going to do. I was going to let them do it for me. So let me type it in and pull it up so everybody knows what we're talking about. Soylent. How do you say it? It's right in front of me. SOY.
I can send the link.
Huh?
I have the link right here.
Well, you can share screen, right?
I can, sure.
So why don't you, that way if you pull up something I don't have yet,
All right, let me do it. Hold on a second. I'm gonna grab the screen capture. Oh, not that one. No. This one. There we go. Oh, hold on.
Not that one. That's the Matrix.
Yeah, that's the other one. Hold on. There you go. This window.
And you gotta do sound too. You gotta click the little window that says sound.
Right.
When you share.
Can you see it now?
There we go. Yeah, now there you go. Hit play. There's no sound though.
It's coming.
There we go.
Bada bing.
What is the secret of Soylent Green? New York City in the year 2022. Nothing runs anymore. Nothing works. But the people are the same. And the people will do anything to get what they need.
This is the police.
What they need most is Soylent Green.
Hey, can you pause it, Rose?
Soylent Green has been exhausted.
Pause it.
Return to your home.
What is the secret of Soylent Green? Detective Sergeant Thorne. He has a 2-year backlog of unsolved murders. Now he's on a case that must be solved. Saul Roth, Thorne's private library.
Hey, Saul.
A living book in a world without books.
Have some pencils, courtesy of your next assignment. William R. Simonson.
Simonson. He was the first to learn the secret of Soylent Green.
They told me to say that they were sorry, but that you had become unreliable.
Saul Roth was the next to know.
How did we come to this?
And he chose to die rather than reveal the secret of Soylent Green. What is the secret of Soylent Green?
Why did you set up Simonson?
I didn't.
Cheryl.
See your hands.
Officially, she's furniture. She comes with the apartment. She belongs to the tenant.
How many times you been in trouble with the police, Cheryl?
Never.
Can't hear you.
Never.
Captain Hatcher. First, he wanted this case solved.
Simonson. What do you say?
It was an assassination.
Now, he just wants it
Who
closed.
bought you? Hi. They want
Can
this
you cut
case
it?
closed permanently. Their way. Now you sign this. You sign it.
Thorne refuses to close the Simonson case.
Just do what you have to do.
Rick, cut it.
Where did you
You
go
can't
with
see me.
Simonson?
He took me to church.
Church.
Bless me, Father, for I have sinned. It has been 6 months since my last confession.
Charlton Heston, Edward G. Robinson, Chuck Connors, Lee Taylor Young, Brock Peters, Paula Kelly, and Joseph Cotton fight for survival and try to solve the most bizarre riddle ever to face mankind. The search for the secret of Soylent Green. You will find out why Soylent Green means life. You will find out why Soylent Green means death.
We gotta stop him. Somehow.
What is the secret of Soylent Green?
Please.
Bro. I'm like throughout the whole thing, cut it, because we're probably gonna get flagged for playing the whole thing.
Yeah, probably.
So, anywho, yeah. So that what I was trying to pause you at the beginning was so we could commentate throughout the whole thing. Was that it takes place in the year 2022? And they say that at the very beginning. I was like, "What? Stop!"
It doesn't look like 2022, but
Well, yeah, it was their impression of it back then.
their
But
impression of it.
there's so many. Westworld is another one, and they I think HBO or Cinemax redid it with Anthony Hopkins, and it is crazy, and it makes you think of the cloning factories in a sense, but they're building these replicas for real world vacations where you can imagine you're going back in time and you're living in the Western world and you can shoot anybody you want and cause any havoc you want with no remorse, because you know that all of the actors in this are all robots, and and you can't be harmed because you're not a robot. So anyway, they made a series out of it, and it's phenomenal. It's wild. But if man can think it, we can make it. That's what we have become, as a species that if we think of it, we can find a way to make it. And but a lot of the times when these ideas come up, they've come from somewhere, because as I've said multiple times before, first thing you learn in writing class is write what you know. And it makes you wonder, what are these writers in on that they have wind of these things? Who do they know? And so they can't warn the public like not Mackie, it's you, the guy that accused Tom Cruise and all those people, and then he jumped off a bridge in Arizona.
Oh, Cappy,
not Mackie. Sorry. Yeah, he did it the wrong way.
Right.
I mean, bless his soul and all that, but if he was smart, he would have written a script that would have explained what was going on with different names. Same scenarios but different names, because no one would come out and say, "Oh, that's what happened to me, and he put that in the movie." No, they're not gonna admit to it, especially if it's under another person's name and not theirs. So it's just, that's how you do it, and that's what movies do, is they take information like that and they put it in script form as fiction, and then it gets into the consciousness of the subconscious, really, of society. Before E.T. came along, everybody was scared of aliens. It was the Blob. It was War of the Worlds. It was always devastation. And then all of a sudden,
the
there's
movie Alien.
yeah, Alien especially. And then all of a sudden, you got. I mean, the only thing that they had that was cute was, you know, my friend the Martian or whatever it was back in the 50s or 60s. Until a little kid, a little creature loving M&Ms came along, you know, with a pointy finger, and everybody's like, oh, they're all cute again. So, you know, they're getting us used to the idea. I mean, Spielberg alone, I mean, he was told what happened, a historical fact in the military where troops, you know, a bunch of men and like 2 women were sent on a ship in exchange for aliens. And they went on, lived on, I think it's called Planet Serpo, or not Serpico, that's something else. But yeah, it's all out there, and people are like, oh, it's just fiction, and you're just looking too far into it. Well, look at movies that you would have said that 2 years ago, that now we have all that shit, all that technology.
Cartoons that predict future events, you know?
Oh yeah, like
It's like over and over.
Gary Larson is a part of the elite, and he has access to Project Looking Glass, or he does remote viewing or something, him and his team, that they are able to see frames of our lives in the future and have fun with it. I mean, that's a perfect example, is The Simpsons.
Yeah.
Anyway, talk for a minute. I'm gonna have a drink.
Do you think that's really that they're peering into the future, or do you think they're creating the narrative and then actually making it happen later, or maybe a little bit of both?
No, I believe there's a lot of creating the narrative so they're in control of the narrative.
Right.
Now, things like what happened last night with the slap that went around the world, I don't feel, you know, that it was anyway staged, and if it was for ritual reasons. But I don't think so. But the powers that be, they gobbled that shit up. Like overnight, they made it the biggest sensation, and now nobody's
Never
looking
let a
over
good
it.
disaster go to waste, you know?
Yeah, no one
Falls
wants
into
to.
that category.
No one wants to look over at the whole Ukraine thing. No one wants to mention. I think it's 259 days now that the
This is
three
why I think
mainstream
maybe
media have not
you would
mentioned
put up
Hunter
to it.
Biden at all in 259 days. But yet
That's
he's being investigated by the DOJ. You know, that stuff's getting pointed out more and more. So now they need another distraction. It's one distraction after another.
Yeah, and anything that's got a big audience, they're gonna mess around with.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it was, you know, happened naturally or organically, or whether Chris Rock was put up to it, you know, we don't really know.
Yeah, I've just been in the business so long.
It just seems like an over the top for Chris, like for with their relationship and everything. But then again, you can also see, you know, like you were saying, comedians are sort of
celebrities malfunction.
yeah.
You know, you hear actors, and I've said it too, that we can get lost in our roles, or we go there. And that's literally almost like having an out of body experience and letting another character take over you. And sometimes
by the character, you become the character. The best actors are the ones who actually believe they've been living the character's role for a period of time.
Right. Or what they call method acting, where they never get out of character, even when they're off camera, so that they don't lose that character. Yep. And there are many great actors that do just that. It'd be a real pain in the ass, but you know, the outcome looks really, really good. There was a movie that not many people talk about. It's called Hail Caesar. It's got George Clooney and like 40 other huge name blockbuster actors. It takes place in the 1940s, 50s, and it basically exposes Hollywood for what it was back then, and how all the writers work together, and politicians and powers that be, that people that controlled things would go to these writers and say, okay, we want you to start writing more UFO stuff now. Westerns are going out of style, so everybody starts doing alien stuff or romance stuff. All these concepts come in waves, it seems. I mean, look at all the feel good family fun stuff that we had as Gen X. You don't see stuff like that anymore. Well, I mean, I think the closest thing to what we grew up on was definitely Stranger Things. Stranger Things, I think, encompassed that time period better than most films or TV shows. Anyway, but Stranger Things, there's another one, Dark Mirror, on Netflix. I have a list here. Blade Runner. There's some of these. Some of these are a little hokey, so I'm not going to go through all those. But let's go back to the top. No.
Do you remember when Jim Carrey played Lodka on that movie? What's it called? Man on the Moon.
Oh,
he was doing
yeah.
method acting then. He was like totally living that role the whole time. They said like he would
Right.
never be out of role.
Right. And now he could just care less about all that, because now he's on such a metaphysical level wherever he goes. People think he's just lost his fucking mind, but it's no. Once you portray the bullshit for so long, huh?
As you see the Matrix, you want out.
Right. And I feel for him and so many others that are just struggling to get their souls back, because they realize what they've done. Now the whole thing, let's see. I want to get off the Chris Rock thing, but let's go back to these movies. Let's see. Logan's Run. I remember that one messed me up as a kid. That took place in 2274.
Oh, I remember that. Was that a movie or a series?
No, that was a movie. I'm sure they may have done a series at one point.
I think there was a Logan Run TV series too.
There might have been in the 80s, trying to rejuvenate it.
Yeah.
But so many movies. Buck Rogers, the 25th Century. Okay, but some of the most recent that are more close to our time than far off in hundreds of years from now would be Black Mirror, which is an insane series. It's on Netflix. And it's an anthology series exploring a twisted high-tech multiverse where humanity's greatest innovations and darkest instincts collide. And it's filled with a bunch of amazing people, actors. But they have another one called Black Mirror. It's a movie. There's a series and there's a movie. And it's a crazy name where this guy creates this choose your own adventure game. And it's a trip because you actually get to choose your own adventure through it. It's pretty wild. Alita Battle Angel. Well, that's about all the robots that they've got. And I don't know if you watch a lot of TikTok, which I know you do, Rick. Have you seen the Robot Channel? It's like over in Finland or Sweden or something land, and it's a factory where they make humanoid robots.
Yes, I see.
And they have young kids, like teenagers and college students, that are all dabbied up with their TikTok, and they sit there with Henry the robot or whatever, and they ask questions, and it's so no big deal, and they do it like 24/7. So it's like they're alone on TikTok. They're trying to push the robotic movement, transhumanism, whatever you want to call it.
AI, artificial intelligence, getting that
right.
Because that robot can't walk or anything like that, but it can move its arms and answer questions. And
but then you got Elon Musk. Let me pull that up. Elon Musk's new robot. Elon Musk robot.
I have no idea. I kind of figured he was. I mean, I knew he's into robots as far as robotics, as far as operating vehicles, but
yeah, this is CNN, everybody. So calm down. But this is hold on. Wait, where's the pause button? There we go. Let me go back to the screen share so we can see what we're seeing. Okay, I'll make this big for everyone. This is the promo video by Tesla. Okay, this is the Tesla bot. Wait, start. Oh, I got to hit this thing.
It's intended to be friendly, of course, and navigate through a world built for humans and eliminate dangerous, repetitive, and boring tasks.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, this is not a joke. This isn't the Onion. This is legit. Elon Musk has created a robot that will outdo, no offense, brother, Boston Dynamics. They're robots. And
You really think so?
That's his claim. His claim.
But not right now, because this robot doesn't work.
By the way, that's not the robot. That was a model.
Right.
This is true fact. That's a fact. Yeah, and you know that robot right there is the first robot to get citizenship in the Middle East.
But isn't that a Chinese company that puts that one out?
I don't know. All I know is it's the first robot to have legal citizenship in I think it's Dubai. Now here's Boston Dynamics. Sophia, yes, that's the one. So that's from CNN Business, giving them their props. I do not own the rights to it. Okay, so yeah, that's the Tesla bot, and it's pretty cool. I want one. To be honest with you, I do want one. Guys, it gets lonely in this world. So yeah, have my own little C3PO. You know, who wouldn't want a C3PO, dude?
Exactly. Cool.
But would it feel weird if your C3PO had a female voice? Would you be questioning things?
Yeah, I'm already questioning my phone voice.
right. So anywho, oh shoot, we had chats. Hold on. I was showing stuff. Paul says, I'm here. Mr. B's here from Australia. Am I the only one here? Nope, we're here. And Patreon people, they don't always watch live. They'll watch the videos later, so it's okay. And we just got to slowly build it. It'll take a few months. Let's see right here. Oh, that was Rick showing me. Oh, that's how you were sending me messages. Okay, I see where that's at now.
Yeah, it was a private chat. Yeah.
All right, so anyway, there's so many movies. Let me go back to that list because I want to talk about a few of them. Ready Player One. We're almost there. They're perfecting stuff with VR. And you haven't seen Ready Player One?
Nope.
It's a world where it's a dystopia with trailers stacked on top of each other, like apartments, but they're like, fifth wheel trailers.
Oh, you mean the city I live in? I was just kidding.
Right. and everybody lives in the VR world. They just sit around on the street corner and stuff wearing these goggles, but inside they're like superstars. They have businesses and there's property, which is what we're doing now.
Sounds a lot like Meta.
There you go, Meta, and you got all the Bitcoin currency, Oculus VR, which I've got that. It's pretty freaking cool. But then they have Meta.
You just froze up on me, brother. Your camera is so frozen right now. Looks like the Doxter is out of commission.
No, wait, hold on here. Wow. Yeah, everything went. I pissed somebody off. I think I pissed somebody off.
You pissed somebody off.
So anyway,
I was happy.
So Ready Player One. I'm glad you're taking notes. You need to see all these films. Most of them you can watch online. It says when the creator of a virtual reality world is called the Oasis dies, he makes a post-humanist challenge to all Oasis users to find his Easter egg, which will give the finder his fortune and the control of his world. And what is so crazy about this movie, Rick, you'll love this. I think Spielberg was a part of this, or I think it was, yeah, Spielberg was the director. And they got the rights to have every kind of cartoon character, every movie and cartoon car, the DeLorean, the Dukes of Hazzard, the A-Team, all of them, and they're all in these races. It is freaking cool.
That must be so cool.
Oh, dude, yeah, they spent some serious money on it, but then I think a bunch of world was starting to go to shit. But that is a representation of kind of what's going on today. And that just came out in 2018. It's now 4 years later, and we're doing basically that. It's not where every human being has got goggles on like this, but we're getting there. Another one. Let's see. The Hunger Games.
I've heard so much about that. I've never seen.
You've never seen?
No, I just don't watch TV. I told you.
Okay.
I'm too busy with conspiracy.
Well, I'll show you a conspiracy. Hold on.
Okay, tell me what this all. Let me in on it.
Inauguration.
Everyone's saying this is exactly what's going on today, with the Hunger Games.
Yeah. All right. So this is what's so freaky. Okay. So I'll just pull up the screen so you can see what I'm showing you here. All right. So here is.
This is what I saw all these pictures. Yeah.
Okay. And so she's even got the mockingbird pin on her. And this is at the.
That's just unreal.
See?
I mean, all of this. That's crazy.
Where's the other side-by-side comparisons? Because you haven't seen the movie. So.
And why isn't Google scrub all this stuff off if they don't want conspiracy? Because they want this stuff out there. They want people to know. Yes, this is exactly.
They got to have their chuckle.
Art imitating life.
Right. I think they did take some of these down because they're kind of
some of the more egregious ones. Yeah. Obvious.
Oh man, because there was some good ones where it had everybody lined up showing each individual person how they were all different members of the Hunger Games in the movie. Same color,
walking, right?
Oh yeah. Here, okay, so here's their color outfit, right?
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? I mean, not as exuberant, but where's the?
Yeah, they made sure that the colors were exact, pretty much.
Let me just take out Biden's name. Maybe that might help. Just look up inauguration. Yes, that's from the movie. Okay, so the left side, that's the movie.
Oh my God,
that's the inauguration. Okay,
that's just too much. I got a bellyache just looking at that.
I know, and wait, there's more, but they're just keeping it on Lady Gaga. All the rest of them, like the purple. Wait, is this it? No. Damn it. They must have taken those down. They just thought, well, we can get it with, Lady Gaga. We can get away with her.
So much.
But everybody else, they match up like, Camilla's all in purple.
Yep. That particular picture there was supposed to be significant.
Right. And they're all gone. They've taken them down, it looks like.
Yeah.
But anyway. So that right there is pretty scary that they played that out. God, they did. They just got rid of all the comparison shots except for Gaga.
So good at taking care of it, scrubbing that internet.
Wait. No. But see how see the colors, the purple outfit. Anyway. The movie, you need to see Hunger Games. Do you know the premise of the game of the movie, the series?
It's something about like the rulers of making people get hunted or something.
Is it population control? Yeah, what societies have done for millennia. That way that they keep the population down. They're easier to control. You don't have to don't have to worry about so much food. And so in the movie Hunger Games, there are 11 or 12 sectors, and it's funny because there's like 12 FEMA regions in the United States, and they look at the map and it's very similar. But what happens is every year or every 6 months or something, the powers that run the guy that runs the whole land, they go and they do a lottery and select people, usually young people. I don't think if there's really an age restriction, but there's, I saw young people in the movie that are picked, and they have to represent their sector. And so they become, kind of like little small town famous with their sectors. But if they get through the different matches, they get higher, and they get known by all the other sectors, and, kind of treated like royalty and whatnot. But it's basically a description of our government and how our country is right now. It's a parallel, like the Wizard of Oz. That was all about the Great Depression and the oil drive and the steel mining and railroads and all that shit and the farmers. It was all a parable, So, yeah, it's all in front of everybody's face. That's what's so crazy about it. They did. They took all the images down that were compared to the other players at that event. So
maybe.
Anywho, so Hunger Games. There we go on that. Let me go back to this. The Book of Eli. There's a good one. World coming to an end. Few people surviving. The Running Man. The Running Man. Yeah, Arnold Schwarzenegger came out in 1987.
That was so.
Yeah. In a dystopia America, a falsely convicted policeman gets shot at freedom when he must forcibly participate in a TV game show where convicts runners must battle killers for their freedom. So basically, in that, Arnold is sent through this tube. They're like roller coaster tubes, right? And each member gets shot out, and they end up into these bad parts of town. And it's a fight.
Wasn't this all simulated, though? Wasn't it like an injection or something he got that he thought he was there, but he wasn't in the end?
No, you're thinking of the Mars movie.
Oh, that's what I'm getting those two mixed up.
Yeah, yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, those aren't. I don't think those are the same movie, are they? No.
No,
But yeah. Now we have basically all these, on or televised game shows of contests and stuff.
I remember.
Look at all these like Beastmaster or like the old American Gladiators and all that. I mean, it's not to the death, but that goes on with all the upper echelon that have their little private islands and shit. That's where the crazy stuff happens. Other movies. Let's see.
I got a lot of catching up to do.
Yeah, there's so many. God, it's just one after. I mean, I'm trying to go to the ones that I'm familiar with. Daybreakers. It's the year 2019. A plague has transformed almost every human being into vampires. Faced with the dwindling blood supply, the fractured dominant race plots their survival. Meanwhile, a researcher works with his covert band of vamps on a way to save humankind. So it's all about the blood. It's all about the blood. Now, this one I want to talk about because this one totally messed me up. Southland Tales. Open up a new window. All right. Southland Tales stars The Rock, and Johnson, whatever this guy's name is, and a bunch of actors. Sarah Michelle Gellar, the Buffy Vampire Slayer, and a whole bunch of Saturday Night Live actors who do like serious roles. It's really weird. And I remember they still had video stores or DVD stores, right? And this movie came out. I rented it. I went home and I watched it. And the day in the movie that was, the day everything would end and all that shit, right? Shit you not, was the day, month, and the year that I was watching this film.
Are you kidding me?
It messed me up.
Oh my
I'm sitting there, and The Rock and all these others. I mean, it was kind of like a Twin Peaks kind of movie, really fucking weird, but good. And they keep talking about this date. I'm like, I'm looking at my watch. That's fucking today. You know, that is today, to the date, the year, everything. And I mean, man, I was messed up for a few hours. I was worried. Shit, is this? I'm like, it's the end of the world. But yeah, it's a dystopian. And what went on in this movie, you know, was going on today. A lot of craziness and corruption. But close that one out. Go back to the list. Zombie strippers. Oh, wouldn't that be nice? A zombie epidemic spreads throughout.
Quite interesting. You know.
A zombie epidemic spreads throughout a strip club in Nebraska. Oh my god!
Jesus. That's just the weirdest thing.
Did you write that one down? You got to see that one.
No.
Oh my god, that's I don't. You got to tell me. You got to tell me all about it. All right. Let's see.
What's that one movie where they're injecting people with something to bring them close to death? I forget what that.
Oh, Flatliners.
Flatliners. Yeah.
With Keanu Reeves.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. You know, med suits have been.
Was there any sort of a message you could derive from that movie?
Yeah, don't fuck with the dead.
All right.
Don't mess. Be nice. Yeah, don't tempt it. I mean, shoot. Just consider death as a one way. Don't tempt it. Let's see. Now it's pulling up poor movies. Parasite. I'm sure that'll come up next.
Parasite.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just some movie title.
Parasites.
Wolfenstein: New World Order. After regaining consciousness following an injury sustained in World War II, legendary American commando B.J. Blazkowicz awakens from a coma in dystopia Nazi-dominated world, 1960s. Oh, there's another one. Nazis on the Moon. And then another one. Total Recall. That's the one where he goes to Mars.
Total Recall. That's the one I was thinking of.
Yes, sir.
That one was pretty wild.
Yeah. It was the nose thing with.
It's almost like a Mars disinformation campaign.
Right.
You know?
It is, because I'm sure there's stuff up there and they just don't want us to see it.
They don't want to see it. Rovers have caught things that look like life up there several times.
Right. I mean,
and they're saying that the atmosphere is so hot in that movie, and I'm not sure that that's true. I mean, I know it's warm, but I don't know if it's quite
right
the way that they portrayed it in the movie.
Well, the one movie that I believe everybody that's in the know that knows what's going on could say is definitely a sting or a dead ringer for what's going on in our world today is the classic 1984. George Orwell's masterpiece of
they made a movie out of that? I thought it was only a book.
Oh God, no. Yeah, that's a movie.
Oh God, I need to really start watching TV.
Yeah. Who is the main guy? Jeremy Irons is in it.
I had no idea. I always thought that was just a book.
No, it's a movie. This is TV.
Where were you people? You should be.
Well, actually,
this all along.
Okay, actually, this is let's see, 1984. But this is a TV movie. Okay, if you pull up 1984, the original film, there it is, right there with John Hurt and Richard Burton. And that, I mean, do you remember the old Apple commercial where it showed a bunch of people? It was black and white. They're all sitting in a theater, and there's a guy's face on the screen, and a woman comes up with a hammer and throws the hammer at the screen.
Yeah,
that's kind of relating to this.
Oh.
So yeah, you need to see this movie. If you know anybody out there has not seen 1984, you need to see it. They keep everybody on drugs, and medications. and you all do what the television tells you. Yeah,
That's exactly what's going on today.
yeah,
Oh my
and
god! I mean, it's funny, but it's not funny. I'm actually kind
yeah.
of pissed
I
about
mean,
it.
it's
You know,
it's
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 just
pretty
like
messed up. It was done back
in
in
your
the
face.
70s. Yeah,
They must have had this plan for a long time, my friend.
oh yeah, yeah. It's where is
I'm
it?
so
It's
busy digging into
oh
current events. All these years, like something like 15,
well. See,
20
and,
years
and
now.
and here's the thing about that. All right. Oh wait, I gotta take this off. Sorry, Mr. B. You've been on there forever. Here's the thing: is we become a society that have been manipulated, controlled with this huge psyop, where we are like 10-second Fred. Okay. If it hasn't happened within the past 2 weeks, we forget about it because we've got one, like I was saying earlier, every 2 to 3 weeks, it's a new distraction, a new drama.
You're bombarding us constantly with new
Yeah.
information.
One thing after another to constantly, stay a few steps ahead of us and keep us off guard. And we keep
Balance too,
allowing,
off guard and off
yeah,
balance. Like it's just
right.
you don't know what
And
gender is up anymore.
and that's what this movie is. It talks about how they break this man. I mean, the breaking of him is just horrific.
Was that
But
epic?
it's by misspeak, where they say one thing but they mean another, or double speak, and a whole bunch of other things. I mean, but there's a reason why it's a classic. But 1984, if you haven't seen it, it's phenomenal. Another one. Where was it? I thought I saw it. Highlander. There can be only one. Well, Terminator, that's kind of a given. That's happening. I mean, we just talked about the robots. Let's do this real quick. I was telling you about the robots.
I think you'd have a hard time beating Boston Dynamics, though.
Yeah, hold on.
Robots. I asked him if he can do math, and he can't do math yet. That robot, which seems kind of dumb because they have calculators are pretty common. Why can't you do math as a robot? He's probably just more about learning language and how to respond. I think you're frozen again there, brother. Yep, you hit on something. So we'll have to wait for you to come back in. Yeah, you're definitely down for the count there, Doc. You can probably hear me, but we can't hear you. And your camera is not moving. So you may want to try start and stop. Doc will be with us in just a moment. He's repairing the ship at the moment. So hopefully you'll head back in. I'm learning a lot about movies, a lot about things that I don't really have the time to do and haven't had for the last 15, 20 years or so. So let's see. Hopefully I don't have to haul him back in here. Let me go to private chat for just a moment. Let's see if we can save the ship here. Uno momento, por favor. This is a long hiatus here. Maybe he forgot to plug his laptop in. I don't know. Maybe we'll move on to some other topics in a minute here if he doesn't jump back on real quick.
Hold on a minute. You've been here this whole time?
I've been here this whole time.
And someone didn't like what I had to say. Hold on a minute. You've been here this whole time?
I've been here. Oh my God, I hear two of you. It's not COVID, it's seasonal allergies. Calm down.
Why is your speaker on?
Yeah, my speaker's on. Can you not hear me?
That's why we're hearing like a delay.
Oh. No, my speaker's not on. Your speaker's on.
All right. There, it's gone.
There you go.
It's been oh my God, you have no idea, Mr.
It's
B.
kind of 1984ish, wouldn't you think?
As I was talking about it, isn't that funny? That happened.
Very.
And the fact that here's the crazy thing. All my shit reset, right?
What?
Yeah, everything went down. And it
like
was just
the whole computer?
It was just all spinning wheels, right? Well, not the whole computer.
Everything that was
the
running.
web browser, yeah, and stuff. And I thought I was gonna have to start a whole new thing and all that. But
I saved the day.
yeah, but what's
I
crazy
kept
is
it linked.
I don't know how that happened, but I'm glad it did. Anywho, so we won't talk about
I knew I was good for something.
1984 anymore. We just have to go watch it. So I'm going to shut up about that.
I'm definitely going to watch that now. I mean,
dude, I literally got shut down, and I had no internet.
I downloaded this BBC database. Same
and here's
thing.
the thing is I had no internet. It shut. I mean, literally disconnected me from the internet. So I had to wait for it to boot back up. But the fact that the show's still running, that's pretty badass. I thought it ended for everybody. Anywho, but yeah, shoot, what do I not talk about now?
Someone's comment. Play off the bowling dog. Nice. We got some funny people in here. Oh, looks like you're gone again.
Really?
Well, your camera's frozen.
Is it now?
Now you're all set.
All right. So anyway, Left Behind.
What's that?
Oh my goodness gracious!
Here.
This is the 20th anniversary of Left Behind. It's a trilogy. It's Left Behind, Left Behind 2, Tribulation Force, and Left Behind World at War with Louis Gossett Jr.
See, it needs to be 21 years old for me to have watched it because I've been doing conspiracy for 20 years.
Yeah, well, this is the original conspiracy. This is basically the world ending with Book of Revelations and all that. You know, the rapture, people being taken up, and they just upgraded it to 4K. It was just originally 35 million. It used to be the square back in the day.
Really?
Yeah, and I got actually at Wally World, but it's amazing. I used to buy these in bulk and give them away to people back in the 90s.
Are you serious? Really?
Yeah.
Was that good?
Yeah. Oh, yes. I would go to the Christian bookstores and I'd buy them in bulk and like give them away. The other one I would do is the Celestine Prophecy. And that's an amazing book.
I may have seen that one. I think I may have seen
that. And they did the movie called The Celestine Prophecy. And that was the first time I got a true representation of how we affect each other's energies. When you're with somebody in a room, like there's this one scene where the young man who's come into this fold in South America. He doesn't understand these special abilities like seeing auras and energies and colors and whatnot. And he sees this beautiful woman, walks over to her, and he's like, "Hey, try to be all Rico Suave." And they show you his energy, like a colored cloud around his body, coming over her and trying to overpower her. maybe I got it. Maybe I'm getting hit with a beam.
You could be.
Who knows,
It
man?
happens to me too. Like when I start talking, sometimes I swear to God I must be hit by something every once in a while. It's like all of a sudden your throat's cut off. Like you
Right,
can't speak.
right. It's just part of the gig, I guess.
Yep.
But yeah, I've
Good
I've been
fun.
told I've had attacks by powers that be and by evil spirits and all strong evil
Yep.
forces. But
We're in the same club on that one.
yeah, and that's why we're not super duper rich and famous, because it's always
Yep.
trying to hold us back. But we keep getting up, keep going
We keep
forward.
getting up. We're doing our part. We're doing our part.
Mhm.
We planted many seeds out there, many.
Right,
And
right.
that is helping the collective. And that's really the game, right? That's the most
Mhm.
important thing.
But yeah, Rick, I strongly encourage this Left Behind.
I will watch that one. And you are out again. Every time you put that thing on the screen, dude, it's like you're gone. I don't know what's going on. Doc is down for the count again. It's like whack-a-mole. They got to keep after us
Right.
because
I'm right. Gosh, son of a bitch.
it's like whack-a-mole. They just want to keep after you.
Yeah. Oh well. Yeah. Okay. So let's do this where we have you on a little more often, because I like having somebody to banter with.
Yeah.
And we'll chit chat. But
Yeah,
I'm gonna
do some bullet points next time.
Cool, and I'm gonna gargle some salt water for some reason. All of a sudden, I feel like I swallowed a cactus. So,
oh gosh.
And I've been around anybody, so
Well, hopefully it's just a little tiredness and a
right.
little vitamin C, some zinc. You'll be all set.
Cool. So, all right. Well, that was tonight's show. Talking about cool movies and fun with my friend Rick Mackey.
Awesome.
Join me here Monday through Thursday. Yeah. After the main show on YouTube and all the others. So yeah, thanks to Mr. B, Paul Marsh. Appreciate you guys joining us tonight. Also, shout out to the other Patreons. Let me go here and give everybody their shout out if it will do it. Is it going to do it? See, I need someone else to help me with this. Patreons. Here we go. Is this it? Oh, crap. It's not letting me see.
We'll let you see, huh? Probably because you got booted out before.
So there we go. Dave Dennis from Australia, Nathan Allen, Dave Patton, Sherry Polk, Rebecca, Lisa V, Audrey, Terry Reesing, Terrence, or Mr. B. Sorry. You need to change that so people don't say that. Paul Marsh, Reba Serrano, James Forsyth, all my Patreons out there. Thank you so much for your support and giving a shit what I have to say. I appreciate it. Feel like someone gives a rat's ass. Thank you. All right. So then next time, remember, let's all lift each other up so we can all rise together. And I'm Captain Doc Skinner on board the Starship Pariah, and I'm going to go to Med Bay and get me a lozenge. This is my friend Rick Mackey from GetEsoteric.com. Be sure to see him again here shortly. Good night, everybody. And I'm going to hit the end button.